going to show us a unique dish today. We all know that Chef Manjit, he's a legendary chef, legendary corporate chef. He goes all over India and abroad. And today is my privilege to work with him.
No, it's my honor.
So, Chef...
See, I'm legendary because of my age. Otherwise, I'm learning every day. I'm an eternal apprentice. So I learned like since yesterday and even today from Maharani Rana. There's so much. And like she said that we use very little spices, number of spices. And that's true. That the food from Nepal, I have very nice possession of few books. And now definitely I'll have this book also to understand and learn better. You see, this part of the world, or India, or in this subcontinent, we work a lot on the taste. And there's a complete science on taste, and that is of 6 tastes. And still the world has to find out and understand that. And the 6 tastes are of natural flora and fauna. They are not after cooking or after fermentation or some kind of a process. It's the natural flora and fauna has the 6 tastes, and that combination of taste we do in our cuisine. Like in the Nepalese food, as Parani was using the tamur quite a lot. Now tamur is a very complex spice which has variety of taste. Like most of the spices they have more than minimum 2 tastes or more than that. So if you use tamur, you get very complex taste of pungency, bitter, and astringency. But when this part of the world, India, or even in India, or the grounds of India, because this is available on the Himalayan range, it's not available on the ground here so much. So we try to create these 3 tastes by using many other spices. So that's the reason we use more spices. We use black pepper or a long pepper, which is called pipli. We get pungency from that. For bitter and astringency, for that we use cumin, coriander, ajwain, some other spices to balance that taste. So you should always use these spices by understanding their taste and then pair them. And you will find that overall experience of taste and balance, well balanced with 6 tastes, your food will be. So that's a great learning from her. That with the little spices, more the food, simplicity, create a better food. Today I'm not showing you the recipe, I'm showing you the concept. I normally, when I demonstrate a food, I try to give a concept and you create the recipes as many you want to create from that idea. So I'm showing a very old preparation. It has not in the preparation influence of Persia, but it's only for the name. We use a Persian name for this, because in India, a lot of mix of the language has happened. So a lot of terminology we use in India, and we think it's ours now, because it's into our DNA. Like korma is a Turkish word, but it's our.
It is a vegetarian dish.
It's a vegetarian dish, definitely. You can make non-veg also, but it's a vegetarian dish. So they are like that. There are many terms we use in our food, which have come from, the people who came to India and visit India and left these things. So for this, just to make it a little different, and I love to use incidentally, this is the bottled or the canned pomegranate juice or nar juice. I will try if I can reduce it. But if you use the fresh, it really comes out very well. And without adding anything, just reduce it slowly, and then it becomes a very thick uh, kind of molasses or a honey kind of consistency and texture. And it has a very nice sourness, sweetness. That two things come in this, and you can add as a topping in many things, even from the juices till the sweets
If you want
and the main
to
food.
add substitute, then
No,
what?
nothing.
No substitute. Like, anar ki juice ke baad, we are.
Yeah, we'll,
Is it possible? Instead of, like if we
you
don't
can
have
use
it,
other juices
yeah,
also.
any
You can
juice
use
you can use.
in the Indian cookery in this part of the world, in subcontinent of India, a lot of fruit juices were used in the food.
Yeah.
Even by reduction, even for marinations, even for the gravies. So we used to use a lot. Even the fruits were used a lot.
Yes,
Like
yeah, like
all
yes.
the three things, when the fruit is raw, not ripe, and we always see the unripe fruits also fall naturally also.
Okay.
Let it cook.
It's going to be thick.
Yeah, it become thick,
Acha, like molasses.
like molasses.
Acha.
So we'll start with the pot, this and this. I'm telling you about the fruits. So when the fruits were unripe, we used to use them as vegetables. And they were used a lot in the food. And when they are ripe, we eat them as a fruit.
Oh, the
And
fruit
when they are
is coming.
don't worry.
It's coming.
And when it is overripe, we make squashes, sherbets, jams, marmalades, all that. So that's what the sustainability we always had in our country. We will always believe in the of sustainability in every area. You will find the sustainability of the food.
Oh, the sweet smell is coming. So nice and thick. It's becoming thicker.
Yeah, it will become thicker.
So
So we'll start with it's a stew, it's a composite meal, one meal which has proteins, it has good fats, it has starch or the bread in this, all cooked together as a composite meal. This is the ghee.
what bread you gonna use? Brown bread or white bread? What
Not the brown bread, we use our flat protein.
bread?
Yes, it can be atte ki roti or it can be millet, it can be, any starch you can put in that.
This is ghee. This is oil.
That is what oil.
Oh, the beautiful smell is coming. The flavors.
Spoon है.
ये आप क्या चाहिए? You need bowl?
No. Later, not now.
So today you're going to show us something wonder, and I'm sure this is what?
This cumin,
Cumin. Okay.
we'll use the cumin.
Ghee के ऊपर cumin part is tempering.
Yeah, it gives this when they start crackling and a nice pleasant aroma starts coming.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
What is this?
Garlic.
I see. Ghee, then cumin, and then garlic.
Garlic, onions. Like
Onions.
any normal cooking you do, you see, and you have if you don't want to use garlic, you can use hing, or you can use, like
Acha.
that, so that to create your own
Those who don't
concoction
want
or
to
recipes.
use onion and garlic,
Yeah.
they can use ghee.
Yeah, we'll saute them until the onions are translucent, little pink.
Oh, the flavors. from the onion and garlic, jeera, and anar ki juice ki. Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah. But,
It's green chili.
no,
Now,
green
oh,
peas.
peas, green peas.
You can use vegetables of the season. You can use vegetable what is available local.
Seasonal.
So there is nothing that you have to use a particular vegetables. Green peas. We'll use carrots. Cut this. You can use any green vegetable. Can be, the loki or the tinda, like we are using the apple gourd.
This is what? ये क्या है?
It's, in English, it's called apple gourd, but we call it tinda.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है.
Tinda.
This vegetable we don't get it in Bangladesh.
Yeah, you must be getting it. Yeah.
So it is, every country has their uniqueness.
Yeah, every country, every region has their own vegetables.
Looking so beautiful.
इसका स्टॉक है इनका स्टॉक है इनका पानी है नहीं इसका बॉइल्ड पानी नहीं है but you can use like we are using the chanas in it and even the moong dal. When you boil it, you can use the same water for this. It will be much more tastier and gives it better, the vitamins also which are dissolved into the water.
It don't take much time. It is soupy type of a food. It's a soupy type of a food.
Yeah, it's like a stew. It's
Achha,
like a
stew.
It's still, yeah.
Okay. Something I'm
See
learning
how
today.
this orange, the pomegranate juice or anar juice is reduced. It become quite thick. So we'll use it little later.
It has become caramelized.
If you use the fresh, it will not caramelize at all. But you have to be on the low heat and keep stirring.
Now it looks like...
I love this. It's so tasty to use in the food, later.
Looks like.
So we'll cook for a few minutes and then we'll, these are spices. We'll add coriander, cumin, roasted powder. This what? Little garam masala. You can add the spices which you like, you see, you always do the cooking with your mind. What your mood and the mind tell you at that time of cooking, keep changing, keep creating your recipe accordingly.
Yeah.
Don't follow any recipe very slavishly because no recipe creates a good food. A good food creates a good recipe. So it's reverse. So enjoy cooking and cook what you like to cook. I'm putting little cinnamon.
Yeah, the cinnamon flavor is coming.
Little black pepper. Little Salt?
Of course.
It's a normal iodized salt. Otherwise, I love to use only the rock salt. Or we call
Rock
it
salt
Sanda
also you
Namak here.
can use. Okay.
Bang.
Beautiful. Very nice flavors coming. It's like,
These are potatoes I'm adding. So
This is
whatever
what?
mixed
Potato?
vegetables you can have. You can even add raw or the boiled in this.
little bit. It takes only 30 to 40 minutes, the whole process. How long it takes?
And the 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah. We'll add the boiled chickpeas. What's in fashion these days is the vegetable, the legume or the vegetable protein, which into our system we are
It's
cooking them very regularly. This is already boiled. Adding the moong dal also, again it's a, vegetable protein.
It's a superfood.
Yeah, superfood is always available around you in your region.
Of course.
It need not to come from anywhere else. And last we'll add the bhindi or the okra in this. It's very nutritional when you cook it into the with little water than making as a dry vegetable is much more nutritional.
Like, the America or New Orleans, they make gumbo
Yes.
with bhindi and all.
Yeah. It's very, very nutritious.
Yes.
Bhindi when it is cooked with the water or with the
Even we cook, bhindi with chickpeas and tomato.
yeah.
And sometimes I add chicken.
That's it. ये क्या है? देखो नहीं किया.
He's very passionate cooking. He's very particular with his things. So I don't want to disturb him talking. So he's doing by his own. But I'm sure something unique is coming.
I'm
The
adding
flavors
the even the overnight roti, which is not used. Next day you can easily use it like this into a very nice composite meal. And we have a lot of old-time dishes which are cooked like this.
Yeah, it's just like pasta.
Oh, pasta is like this.
Yeah, it looks like that.
No, pasta is like this. That's my. I'm very critical for these things, because we are not able to, create the correct image and the perception of our food in the minds globally. Because we talk sometime not correct terminology of the language is used. Like I myself, I don't like when somebody say Indian food is spicy. I request you must go back and see in your dictionary or on your mobile phone what spicy means. Our food is spiced. It's aromatic. So, we love to have pungency. Pungency is the taste.
Correct. हाँ, हाँ.
And that pungency can vary from 1 to 10. But we require pungency in our food. So it is not chili hot. It is a wrong perception in the minds of people. And if we use chili in for particular dishes, that our all dishes are not, the red chili is used. But if you are using, if you think, like there is a Rajasthani dish called lal mas, don't feel guilty by adding the red chilies if it is to be hot. But achieve the right taste. And incidentally, Indian repertoire is so large that you can choose the dishes for every taste. Why we choose the dish which is, suppose it has a lot of red chilies or green chilies, why we have to choose that dish to make for somebody? It's like Rogan Josh. If Rogan Josh means a thick layer of fat on top, so we can't remove that fat because this is from Kashmir, and Kashmir you require that fat to survive in that atmosphere, at that climate. So if I have to cook Rogan Josh, be ready to eat the good fat. It's cooked in the mustard oil. It's a good fat, good oil. So be ready for that. Or I should not cook Rogan Josh. I should find something else. I should do kalia or the stews. There are a lot of. Now kalia is again an Arabic word, but is used a lot in our cuisine. It means food cooked in water. Very little oil is used. So we can have a variety of kaliyas to cook. Why to cook Rogan Josh? But let's not spoil the Rogan Josh. Let people enjoy the food, what we have. And incidentally, I think we only try to adjust with our food for the diner. Nowhere in the world I have seen, nobody cooked for me French or Italian or Spanish food which suits to my taste. Nobody does that. Only in India we do it, which we should not. I'm very much against that. And there are few terminologies we should not translate into English. Just to translate into English, we change the meaning. Ghee was out from our system, or people said it's bad for health because we translated it into clarified butter. It is not clarified butter. When you say clarified butter, the character changes.
Ghee.
The definition changes and become bad for health. Clarified butter is bad for health even today also. But ghee is not. Now it has come back with as a ghee. The whole world is using the word ghee. Now very interestingly, I tell you, Tej Patta has no English. Tej Patta has no English. Tej Patta is an indigenous leaf of the cassia tree. Bay leaf is a leaf of laurel tree from the Mediterranean, and it's called some other tree in California, but not in India. So Indian cuisine, if we have to cook, anywhere in the world, we must demand for Tej Patta. Don't compromise with the bay leaf. But it doesn't give that smell, it doesn't give that great aroma and the taste. So we must slowly start, like in the previous panel discussion, we are saying now we are turning into and having a lot of proud as Indian or proud in our culture. We must have proud in our food also.
Yeah.
And when we'll have proud in our food, we'll have proud in everything. Food is the basic culture in our DNA. All other cultures are developed and very good because our food is good. Because even we believe spiritually also that you cannot worship with empty stomach. So we need food to do anything. We need to be nourished with good food. So we must have proud. That's I believe. I thought I must share with you tissue things. So this is ready, and we'll put
Now?
it into a soup.
Oh, it's done.
It's done, yeah, it's done.
Wow, it's so easy.
This.
Looks great.
So it's a complete meal. It is high in protein,
Sure.
high in carbohydrates, high in the fat or the good fat. It's this, and a lot of micronutrients in today's language, and the vitamins, everything it has. It's a mix of everything. Is there.
Now,
Now we'll just garnish it. This coriander.
now you will temper.
We'll use ginger, julienne. You can use chopped or anything, but it's ginger. We didn't put ginger in the cooking. We put garlic and we put coriander. As Maharani said that you don't put haldi in a very hot oil, it burns. It doesn't give the right color and the taste. Same way for red chilies also, always put the heat off. Even they remove the pan and then use little bit.
Red chili.
So it's enough to give nice color, nice aroma and the taste. We didn't put the red chilies inside. If you think the red chili needs, everything needs the red chili, we didn't put it. And now, finally put it's become so thick. So we'll make it liquidy. If you will make it with a fresh pomegranate juice or anar juice, it will come out even more tastier and much better because it has little sugar in the juice, so that caramelizes a little bit.
The sweetness will come from here.
Yeah, slight sweetness will come from this. So it's ready. Sorry.
Done.
You can taste.
I'll taste. Of course I will.
Let me also taste.
So nice. The unique dish, chef. And so easy to make and so quick dish.
Yeah, it's a complete composite meal. One meal.
Fantastic. Thank
Even
you.
you can put the bread or the roti. I'm not taking double the yeast bread is a regular bread, but the roti, any kind of roti, even raw also in this. Just dough, cut into strips and put it in this, which in the older time do a lot because of, you see, our all old style or technique were very much environmental and sustainable friendly. So when you cook the bread to make it a composite meal, so you make bread and your vegetable together with the same energy of fuel. You're not adding more to cook separately and give you full nutrition. All these techniques of olden time are very dense in nutrition. And today we should try to bring them. But today's world will add more value also in this if we want by creating even dishes more, and serve into a better crockery with a better style. And we can add a lot of value into without tempering the food. Thank you very much.